I'm still open sourcing StarkOS, which is going to get another introduction for today for nobody because I love practicing those, especially after a long time when I've streamed, which is now. I had to do a bunch of housekeeping, so that's why it's been a long time. Okay, so what is StarkOS? Well, you know Kubernetes, and you probably know the project is based on, which is Docker. And what they do is they handle large cloud software installation and maintenance and monitoring for many machines and virtual type of environments. So let's start with StarkOS, the orchestrator that is supposed to provide a foundation for it, meaning that based on this orchestrator that is now being ported, is porting the features of Docker and Kubernetes to the JavaScript and TypeScript worlds so that people won't require a LAN or any kind of back-end service to be able to run a cloud, meaning that you can have, like, you don't need a VPN, you just use like public key cryptography, and it will connect from anywhere on the internet back to, right now it's centralized, back to your database, which I'm going to get to in a second, which is also a JavaScript database. And in the future, it would allow us to run even to run online services like you would see Spotify or other internet technologies. It will run as, it will treat your clients. So whether you have like I don't know, car device, I have experience in that, or that tracks your car, for example, or you have like a Raspberry Pi somewhere, you want to connect to it, you throw one in your neighborhood and you want to monitor different sensor information, like a smart city or something, or even your browser. So that's kind of the cool feature, is it will treat your browser as a server or as a virtual machine, and then we can simplify and dry. It's don't repeat yourself. So it will handle a lot of the software updates and maintenance and monitoring of the client in a really well repeatable way, and it keeps the code simple because on the client everybody has to right now deal with their own client libraries that has to do the same thing as the monitoring that happens in Docker and Kubernetes. So let's get started with how this orchestrator is built and what it does. Right now, I just created a really simple, I have Windows Pro, which is really helpful for running virtual machines. I've tried to use, I'm sure you know, the Windows Linux subsystem to run this virtual machine, but it doesn't really work. So what I mean by that is it took me a while. It was still in beta. I don't really care for having to adjust to all the feature integration that they did. But thank you. I will try it someday. Thank you to Microsoft for that. Um, and it takes a bunch of space on my laptop, which I don't have. So what I ended up doing is I just stick with Linux in the Linux land and I Windows in the Windows land, and it's a lot more fun to not have to learn a new thing, which is WSL, which used to give its own I want to say service subsystem or something. They replaced was my biggest issue, and I had to run some virtual replacement because anyway. So there's this machine, and what I do is I just install Ubuntu server on it, and it gives me this really cool microcade S. I have these commands that I sat down and figured out how to do at some point, and what that allowed me to do is I basically deployed my own CouchDB, which is a JavaScript database that can run on multiple servers, and it's all replicated automatically, so I can read and write much faster. With the more nodes I have, it's started already, which is great. I could run CouchDB standalone on Windows, but then I kind of miss out on the whole Linux cloud experience, which I want to keep going with. So this housekeeping was tough for me. Like it took me a few days just to get it to actually run my containers again after having so many months. It just wouldn't run, and I just had to reinstall Ubuntu, which took me like half an hour. And I wish I just did that right out of the gate. But anyway, so CouchDB finally stays stable, and now all I have to do is I could just hibernate my machine, and it just comes right back up with the whole cloud, which is cool. I learned how to monitor it now. I get nice watch command. I can get just the last 30 rows of events until it eventually just doesn't care anymore. So CouchDB is installed. I'm port forwarding my service to my local machine, and then I can log in. And I'm depending on some settings here. You can see I want it to basically manage my databases for me through the admin and the resources. So right now, that's all I have is an admin user and a resource, which is a like a machine. It's the core machine that I'm deploying a central pod to. In the future, I want my orchestrator to actually be decentralized, but I'm not worrying about that right now. So in order to get these settings set up for us, every time I restart, I will have to create a new service that will automatically just set these, or I could set these in the settings, but that's not easy for me. Like, I don't know. I don't really like to go deep into the cloud database because they might update the Helm chart. So I could just go launch those requests manually or through a service. What are you doing? So I already have that set up here. And it has to go to all my nodes. So this is node 1 right now. It's the same here because they're replicated. So eventually I'll get to this, but right now I'll just do it manually. So again, if I add a user, then it creates a database for me, and then if I delete the user here, then it deletes the database here. So I also learned how to do in Postman how to do variables, which helped me a lot. Because now I can just replace these variables, and I don't have to go to every single request to do it. So that's it for here for now. Basically, what I use this request sender API tester for is when I add a user to my, so I can add more users, not just the admin and not just the node or the computational resource. I can add more, but I'm not working on that right now. So alpha was done last time, meaning that yes, I can add users and nodes, but also when I receive changes to my pod configuration, so the number of pods especially, or the status, I don't think I've done, but it basically deploys that software any number of times, and that works. So I have a whole funnel from packages. You can see here I'm starting to write the core package, meaning that that's the centralized bootstrapping package, and that basically gets deployed from these packages. It gets built up in here into a zip, and then it's PGP'd for that public key crypto, and then it gets built in here and installed, and then it runs. So I can actually do that right now, but soon I won't be able to, because I'm going to break it a little bit more than I already was. So I'm going to close this because I'm not creating any more users. The only thing that's missing in this funnel is what I was working on right now, which is how do I go from the user creating a package configuration that needs to be deployed to an actual pod configuration that is on the resource that deploys the software itself. So that step was the last step that was missing. And what I did was I was shimming or bootstrapping this just for the things that exist when the node gets created. So when that happens, it automatically copies any relevant packages over to the pod. So those are the bootstrapping packages, and that works. But now I want something live that any change I make to these packages, or when I'm going to add these packages to the users database, it automatically knows to deploy over to the pods dynamically, because that's exactly what Docker and Kubernetes would do. So I wrote something like that here in this just yesterday. I pretty much tested it, so everything should be working, except I didn't actually test that it does the last step. Like everything works in the initialization, but I haven't actually added any packages yet, so that's where we are right now. I need to add a package and make sure that the pod gets deployed. And then once I do that, I need to actually do the logic, which I hope I can do today because that should be fairly simple and I can do like a few good tests in there to make sure that it follows the logic. I might not do the number of nodes because I might just put that in a different service to handle the spreading of software over resources. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about that I'm forgetting probably. Um, hmm. So I test that. Yeah, I never told you this cool replicating stuff I got. So here I have one replication going from the node or the resource to the user. But oh, I see. And I created a filter that basically says it's a positive security, which basically says if it has node config, then it gets replicated up to the user. Everything else doesn't. That's how I'm doing the later on when I have like inter-user public services and things like that. It will basically replicate things between databases, and that's how that's going to work. So yeah, this pod config doesn't get replicated up because that would waste a ton of time. I have an attachment here. And also this design document doesn't. I think this gets added automatically. Yeah, it gets added automatically through when the database gets created as well, which is extra useful. It's in my code somewhere. So yeah, alpha is done, and then beta is pretty much, I'd say like 50% once this commit goes through. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to show you is nowadays I have Git private, but still I don't have to take manual snapshots of my work, which makes me feel a bit more comfortable. So yeah, Microsoft knows something's up, and soon everybody else will too, because it's not that hard from here to full beta. It's pretty much just getting this whole logic done with the deployer, maybe a couple of services. Let me see. Okay, so I don't need this, or maybe I do. So I need pod balancing service. Node stuffing. Yeah, I want to say if my database says something, then I want my node to basically go die. Stop the process on the machine. What else do I want? Oh yes, the settings um, on setting watch reset on restart. Something like that. What else? And then later on, I'm just gonna have just a security model, like enter user. So here, I don't even know. I don't think this is quite very important. I guess I'll have to do that. Those things aren't quite very important. I think I'll do the enter user before I even do the other things. They're just premature at this point. I'll do the security model for the beta. Um, I'll have the pod balancing done before the security model. Let's see. I guess that's all for now that I can think of. What else? Browser sometime. And I'll even do the browser. And then that'll be like beta 0.9 sort of thing. So at this point, basically do first example. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one I'll do like drone synth and or like I don't know what the difference is between a synth and a speaker, but there you go. um, and maybe microphone. So that when that happens, I can basically show it off at least. Pod balancing, yeah. Because at this point, oh right, okay. So enter user. So what I was thinking here is, will I be able to do intra user service? And I think that's what I would go in here. So the user only service that is actually modeled as a service internal. So user only API. So that one. And then I can port, it's pretty easy to port, hopefully, to the browser. And then that's the 0.9 beta. And then full beta is here. And then I'll basically have to do like some kind of client, some kind of what is it? customer portal and invites. So that sort of thing here. I suppose the testing goes in here somewhere. So that's what we're looking at right now. So let's get cracking. Oh yes, I forgot to credit. That's why my music was on, or my Spotify was on last when I started this. So they say I need to credit Bass Rebels for the amazing playlists that they put on, which are copyright free, and there you go. All right, so let's see what my cool app does. So it's built already. It's got like a one-step build. If I go npm install, it essentially uses this admin name and password to get everything set up those routes, and then it runs another server on the same thread, I think. It's funny. And I might have to change that. I don't know. I don't care right now. And it creates a new server that's basically the runner or the resource for the core of the cloud. And it creates a user for it, and it creates a database or a password for it. And you saw those in the database. And then once it does that, it's an so once it does that, any resource. Oh man. Okay, I think I made a boo boo. No, I didn't. Okay. So wow, I could have made a boo boo. No, it's cool. So I basically all I'm saying is my resource that could be centralized or not, it's gonna take an authorized user. So I'm gonna put a to do here. Security problem. Please make the pod config manager handle multiple nodes. So every node basically handles its own pods, but eventually when I take care of this issue, I want my one node or a few nodes. That'll be the next step. So it'll be like I'll have to put in the sticky too. Yeah. I'll probably put it in the full beta. Right here. It's basically like multi-node pod config manager that only one of the trusted nodes that you care about actually gets to deploy the pods, has the user configuration instead of just the pod configuration. So you can see here, most of these nodes, I want them to use the key, right? So it uses this key to decrypt the packages that come from the user, but they don't know the user's login. So it's more secure that way. And then when it's public key crypto, they'll only know the user's public key, but I don't want to worry about that right now. So that's another thing. It's probably around here, but towards the end. I don't even know if I want to do that in beta or just leave it. I guess security is kind of important. kind of. Security model, enter user. Let's say maybe after. Like right here, public key crypto is just user password into a public key crypto, so that basically I can sign those packages without a password. So I'm talking about these attachments right here. So this thing is getting decrypted with the user key. This one. You can see here it's PGP'd. So that's cool. I think that I care so much about security. Because it's less secure, right? There's this paranoia that says, our client should not run code from the server, which is sort of paranoid given this principle that I know about, which is called Hollywood principle, which basically says, don't call us, we'll call you, which every UX and front-end developer likes to butcher their career with, is making up some crazy API to the server without worrying what the server is going to say back to them. So congrats to most of the software world. You failed this principle. In my career, I found a really cool synergy between this Hollywood principle, which, goes against this paranoia that the client can't run the server's thing when the server gets to call you. And how does the server call you? I like to think about another cool principle or pattern, which is called the factory pattern. So if you don't have the Hollywood principle, your factory pattern isn't leveraged very well, because my factory pattern goes, when it goes, let's initialize something, and the server can call the client now. Well, with that factory pattern gets to basically ask every single thing that it needs to know. So when an update comes in, like to the factory pattern itself, and the client isn't built to actually provide that answer, there's a fallback in the client that says, oh, I didn't know you needed such and such info because my factory pattern or my client is out of date. Imagine that, the client being out of date. So when that client is out of date, then it has a fallback, and the factory from the server just goes, hey, give me the missing info. It gets the missing info through the fallback, and life goes on. So yes, that segues really well into artificial intelligence, which I also didn't want to talk about. But imagine that I went to university and they bait and switched me because I thought I was doing a doctorate. Actually, Adrian did this. I'm Friday, don't mind me. But anyway, so I did this doctorate, that ended up being a master's because Carlton couldn't really handle the truth. So the factory pattern ended up basically saying that stochastic machine learning and artificial intelligence isn't up to code when it comes to what sort of neurons does it run. And we can see this from the kind of data structure, which is a trie for words. And if you know semantic networks, information, semantic, like owl, it's basically a tree, right? It's basically, I don't know, semantic ontology examples. So here, will it give me, man, that's annoying. Let me see. Oh, yeah, here. Okay. So you can see how semantic knowledge has this tree structure, right? It turns out that the factory pattern also has this tree knowledge, but what it also has that most semantic knowledge doesn't have in these relationships is predicates upon how to create subtypes of a specific overall type of entity. So in my paper, or Adrian's paper, that I basically talk at the end. Will it load? Okay, so like I have 60 references here. Don't mind my research, Mister. I'm getting trillions of dollars for stochastic, for stochastic machine learning. Where are we? So I basically go through and say, okay, well, stochastic neurons don't really have this kind of Morse communication, and they don't really mix and match types of neurons either. So you can see here, this example, I go, here's an ontology. I can basically say, how do I create this ontology? So usually this ontology goes, these are two levels. The root is one level, and the next level is the green types. And then they miss out on this whole structure of predicates that happens in between the root type and their child nodes, right? So in between this and this and this, for example, would be a whole structure of predicates that they miss out on. And getting back to our factory pattern, that's exactly what it does. It looks at a bunch of predicates, or it asks the client to give it the answer to some information and then applies some predicates. And what I'm basically saying is that I created a new neural model. So like it's complete with like local storage of combinatorial vectors and a bunch of other rules of thumb that I realized along the way. Oops. Yay, didn't crash. Just a second. So yeah, there's a whole new framework at this point that I basically trawled throughout my career and was absolutely not invited to work on. Because guess what? This means your bubble is burst, Mr. Software. Trillions of dollars down the drain if you can't handle the truth. Um, yeah, you're not even doing semantics properly. Oh, anyway, so yeah, it goes like from semantic knowledge all the way up to the client server model, and it also involves exhaustive tests like I'm gonna say I don't know, something like this. No, this isn't it. It's like something like, anyway, it can do the cross product of predicates and kind of give you fully automated testing on these kind of neurons too. So that's me Friday. That's going to be helping out with how do I implement this kind of stuff on the orchestrator that I'm building right now. It'll be fun. Okay, I don't really care about that. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes. So now we need an orchestrator so that everybody can run this thing, can run the internet in a whole different and new way. Someday I'll do decentralized here. So until then, I will just have to suffer. And then once this happens, I'll basically allow people to charge for their own damn computing resources. So everyone is a cloud provider now. So there goes the other trillions, I guess. I don't know. Time to get to testing. Let's get back to from the bragging to the extra fun and exciting. So yeah, that's the whole spirit of the thing, is to take the software principles to a whole like trillion times level. It's like you heard about 10 times developer. I'm the trillion times developer kind of thing. So, because I don't care about waiting for every micromanager and how do I say this without making it a PG-14? Kiss up, I guess. Every kiss up and micromanager and commuter out there who sits around and waits for funding instead of focusing on fixing the damn world, you know? And it's how many? It's not even 2 minutes to midnight in terms of calamity wise. Are you having fun, Western America, with those fires? You know, that's why. That's why we don't sit around, pointing up our fingers and hoping for crypto. and then or making electric vehicles and then relying on carbon boosters sort of thing, um, which makes me nervous. Prove the point. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna have a package. It's gonna be. It's gonna be encrypted, but then if I just do my full on, if I do my full on refresh on this, it'll get rehashed, which shuts me out of just copying one, which is annoying. So, what do? My package is gonna get rehashed. Hard problem. That's annoying. Let's see if there's something online. PGP decryptor. Oh. Do I have a password? No. Yeah. Password. Oh, cool. No. Mm. Annoying. It's to text anyway. I don't think that'll handle 4 megabytes. Let's see. Oh, that's not even that big. Oh, I still need a. Let's see. No, it's here. Okay. Let's see. So this pod. This pod. Here. And then the key. And I save it as a zip. Yeah. Save it as a zip. See if it opens. Hold on. If it does, this is the service I'm using from now on. Here's my key. Here's my key. Nope. Okay. It won't work. I give up. What? Okay, that's fine. Okay. So, why does it do this? A new node. What if I create a new node? How do I mutate my package? It's a package config. A client. Local. If I intercept it, when it gets red, because I created a new node for it. I guess if I don't have a package, what would happen? I guess that's in the node bootstrapper. Node bootstrapper. No, right? Because I just copy it. So it happens upstream. It happens here somewhere. Node registration. So yeah, here it takes the package and it deploys the bootstrapper. loads in here from the packages. And then I bet it's somewhere in here. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. If I can reload and create a different one for one of these. Except it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It's right here. It creates the different package right here. Mode 0. This is the core, and then this one is the edge. Okay. So I reload, I make them different, and then I test it with the other one. Cool. Okay, so I hope this is done. I'm just gonna check the install still works. And I'm just gonna check my lines. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm just gonna clear everything. And okay. So edge. Boom. Okay. So that'll get rebuilt. Um, oh, nice. So this I need to do something. What's I gonna do? I forgot that. Okay, so packages. I don't need this folder. Okay, I don't. No, I don't need. Oh yeah, well, another thing I was gonna say, I have this bug where my core, essentially every database I have needs to not be shared, or I have to have only one schema because my core sometimes crashes. So I need to. That's the only bug I have out of alpha, which I just left in there because it doesn't happen all the time. So it needs the single schema. Or like, I think this is a race condition. Possible race condition, but it doesn't really, shouldn't affect me. Okay, so now if I just run this, it'll rebuild and redeploy with my two slightly different packages. Oh yeah, that's another bug I wanted to talk about. But this one's mainly in JavaScript. So I don't know why, but they didn't allow like mixing async code with sync code properly. Two bugs actually. So one is async code doesn't really mix with sync code except if I pass in this unhandled rejections. I know why they did it is to be extra clear, but to me it's just like that's the way it's supposed to work anyway. And the other bug is I noticed npm7 it's not building my packages properly because it's using it's using the root directory even when I specify, like I think it's called workspaces now, but it's really annoying. So I keep it on npm6 for now, and that's just the way it's doing that. And wow, that's more. Well, at least this didn't crash. I think it's running out of memory. Who would know? Not. I don't really care. I could just leave it off. So Oh, what NPM do I have? Because this is what it used to do. This is what it used to do when the NPM wasn't right. Did it update? No. So now it's not even running my one package. It might be a race condition. I wouldn't know. Okay. Got the pod config. Is it built at least? It's. Oof. Okay, something happened. And it built the NPM, but it didn't compile the TypeScript apparently. It must have crashed in the TypeScript. Let's see. So I can just copy this here. And I'm expecting one warning, I think. We'll see. Oh, I guess it did build? Why isn't it giving me... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So it works. Okay, so npm start. Will that work? Maybe I'm screwing up the packages somehow. I don't know. Like when I'm running this other code that I just made for deploying packages, maybe. I think I had it the other time too. Or maybe it just crashed memory wise. Yeah, it's fine. Wow. Let's see again. If I clear it again. At this point, this is just vanity for me. Because, of course, it's beta, so I'm not expecting much. Not expecting perfection, should I say. Packages run. Gone. No, 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 no. Okay, let's see. npm start. I can nail this neck. Yeah. Yay! Cool. Luke. Hmm. Okay, it's gonna be 5 more minutes because I'm still resting my voice. All right, back in business. Let's get this. Whoopsie. Get this running. I think my graphics card might be having an issue. Cool. Cool. And now, what is happening? Oh, cool. Alright, so data. Let's say here. What is happening? Oh, it's data. Okay, so this isn't gonna run right away because I don't have an attachment. But hopefully, if I can add an attachment. Yeah. Right, this one. Ooh. Okay. That's weird. Whoa. I think this is a yeet moment. Are we done yet? Oh, I'm not debugging, man. Come on. So not only did it deploy the pod, sometimes I guess I'm incredibly lucky and it deploys the pod as well. or things work out of the gate as well. That's funny. Okay, so I guess now I get to test this damn logic. Because I have the damn package. Oh man. But hey, if it adds, should it delete as well? Will it delete? Um, Deletes it out of the database. And then fingers crossed. But here, save, delete. Yeah, so it removes the thing. Okay, so I just, as you can see, everything's running. My voice hurts. Everything's running. House is cold when I sleep. um. Okay, let's delete this. See what happens. Did it work? I guess it's not going to stop running because I don't have threads yet. There's another thing. Forgot my own to do. So I think I can fix that first. Threads. I think if I look at it again, I might just be surprised myself. Wait. Oh yeah, process M. Pod M is where is it? No. I need threads and CPUs. threads and processors in pod. Or is it edge? Okay, so that's not so bad. But did it at least delete my... No. Oh well. I think I'm good. Like, at least I can test the logic before I end up testing. What did it delete the database now? At the very least. Pod config, no. So it must have thrown. Like I said. Pod config. Like I said, it's very seldom that it actually works the first time, regardless of what micromanagers tell you. That's why they said they want manual tests, right? Needless to say, manual tests don't work the first time either, which is why you want automatic tests along with the design. Which is hilarious if you'd wasted your whole life listening to them. Get that dumb look on their face. Every learning call. And I'm here having mental issues like, don't make fun of me. I just want automatic tests. And the design. Don't mind me. I'm trying to be a leader. All right. Nothing changed. Okay, I better stop this hilarious stuff and there. I gotta delete things and save this. Oh, I deleted it already. Come on. Okay. Yeah, did you know you can have mental issues if you get lied to a lot and told you can't make money? Alright. Not that one. Or that one. What am I doing? I'm thinking about mental issues and now I'm having mental issues. Come on. I got triggered. Hold on. Now my dyslexia is gonna come on. Like, come on. Where are we? Okay, I was debugging. And I want to do the logic before I do the delete. I guess I might as well do the delete because the logic's gonna take a long time. I might as well forget about it. Do, do, do. I'm just gonna double check while I'm debugging that this package actually gets added. Weird, but okay. Okay. So let's debug. What the heck is that? Ooh, fancy. That's what must have happened. Goodbye. Yay. Why am I running out of things? I guess I don't care about this stuff. Because I know it's working. I guess it's just pork. That's what I'm saying. Close the program. What do you want? Oh, did I? Oh. I killed everything. I still need one of those. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I'm missing something. Let's go full. All right. I guess I can just do an npm install. It's already done, right? Just to be sure, because it got interrupted. No. Right. I need this. Yay. Okay. So now This goes here. And then cool. It works. It's installing. Phew. And now it starts running. Cool. Oh, cool. I don't even need a different package. I forgot about that. Okay, so why isn't this working? ID. Change doc. Hmm. I need to kill this. Okay. Doot, doot. Okay. So that's a live install, bro, Seth. Um, live install. Oh, I see. This one. This one is here, and then I should get two of those when I delete it. Yeah. change, deleted, true. Cool. Oh, come on. .id. Okay. Don't mind me. That's not gonna work. Try. Might have to be the other one. Okay, I'm gonna install this and manage the other one. Say it's this one. No. Say this one. I should have done this one. Okay. One more. Damn. That's not gonna work, is it? Oh yeah. Because I'm a boss like that. No. save. Huh. I guess that's a good test of the adding function somehow. I won't forget to build next time. Okay. So I guess that works. All I have to do is this. Boop. And that should be good. When it gets bootstrapped, it gets properly known because I parse it, so it's not the same. The only thing I want to do is clean it up. I don't even have to clean it up now to test it because I know this is going to work. I should anyway. It's not running. I wonder why. I'm sure I can fix that next. Oh, gonna have to retry this. I think it never added the pod. I think that's what the issue was. Because I killed it before I got to do that. Okay, so I'll try the other case later after I make sure this works. Oh, there's another problem here. I don't want it to be parsed. So here, or maybe I do. No, because if I set the schema, I might as well just do it without the parse. So because of that, because of this, I'm just going to fix that kind of a bug anyway. Odd name. Oh, and some promise died. But it's still running somehow. I think the watcher or something. Interesting. So my package is still there, but my pod. I think my pod didn't manage to get deleted. Just my package. Oh well. And then had that work, yeah, nothing really happens. Okay, we're getting there. What did I say I was gonna do now? Not worry about pod. Oh, do I? Okay. Yeah, my expectations versus reality makes my code so ugly. We're still running, right? Yeah. That's hilarious. Hello. And now, goodbye. Self delete. Hmm. Why isn't this? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I seem to have cost me a test. Now I'll try not to forget about the other one that I want to run, which is having pods there already. Annoying, but so worth it. Except for this part. I'm gonna build again. Okay. What is happening? There we go. What is happening? I'm gonna have to shut this down. Let's go again. Okay. So I suppose I could put a try catch, but I could also do like a pooch. Let's try this. That should work. Yeah. Pray to whatever god of programming. That it isn't another one of those pooch bugs like the async error on constructor. Pooch DB. Oh man. Baseline. Okay. Ah. Deleted the wrong one now. Let's see if that'll handle it. It might not. Um, because it's assumed, I guess. When you register the node, you assume it's gonna get initialized. Oh well, I just have to delete everything and download that new including the key. So I'll have to re-download the new attachment. I'll be right back. I won't. Let's say this one. Okay, so once again, so um, status 1 is in running. Oops. Status 1. So it's already telling me my status here. Okay. It's just not the node. Okay. So I get to delete it. I guess that worked? No. Error. Not found, eh? DB. The DB state. Because it got stored. 9125. 1D. Nine one because something else stored it, regardless of revision. How do I do this? What about PouchDB update, ignore revision? What if I just omit it? Because obviously it's the same one. Yeah. Hmm. Let's try it with just ID, maybe. Yeah. Uh, hmm. Might have to get the damn document. Oh. get I'm so confused. Obviously, this is not cooperating. Okay. Okay, so pouch makes you get the document before you delete it. Okay. I guess I could just reload. Hopefully my code isn't gone. It's a good thing I have Windows paste. Okay. I will run this and I will be right back. check. Okay. Okay, good. Got some. Here we are. Time to enable these. Okay, so enabling, and fingers crossed that I don't have any more damn issues. All right. Yes. Why? 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 Oh, it's because of this, isn't it? We'll be fine. I think I might have to wait to use DB fine whew, because the get might not be promised. No. Who knows? Let's try it. One of the great mysteries of working with the damn API. This is why it doesn't work. Not yet. No. I think I know why. Anyway, I think this is one of those things where it's not going to give me the ID properly anyway. So if I add it, Okay. So now if I enable all of them and I do delete, what's the doc ID? Yeah. So it saved it. To the relationship one. So if I do it like a find to the relationship one, I could probably get it. What is the opposite of parse? Make doc ID. Oh, okay, well that explains a bit. Okay, so like this. And like this. PodCon. Let's try it out. Okay. So, delete time. Oh, wow. And something happened in there. Not sure what. I think I was watching that one package or something. Okay, so now it's managed for me at the very least. And this? Was it watching? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So it's not deleting that. Okay, so okay. So I can remove all these. Next little bug. What I got? Oh, it's in the pot or something? Oh, right here. Await self-delete. I guess this is failing of some sort. Probably here. So I don't have to delete. Oh, there. That didn't look good. So it didn't delete it from the packages. Because here, oh geez, I can, okay, so technically I should be able to see these things happen properly. Okay. Okay. Ah. Yeah. Change. Where are you, change watcher? There we go. Yes. Hacker bug. Huh. Yay, yay! So it's still running, but check this out. No more files. And no more database. So it's pretty much almost cleaned up, except for the threads and CPUs that I would have to introduce into the chain in order to be able to cancel the whole asynchronous process. Phew! Okay, so a few tweaks that I shouldn't have to test. And the other one, Oh man, come on. I changed. It sucks. I changed the damn file, so no change tracking for me for now. Damn it. That's funny. Alright, so are not big changes, so I'm good. So now I don't delete, and I just reset the server. Because my next test, which hopefully isn't going to be so bad as I thought. I think my memory borked or something last time. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. I have a good feeling about this. Okay, my good feeling has subsided. At least will it delete so I can reset? I think so. No, it didn't. Oh well. Not sure what's going on, but I'm getting tired of it anyway. I think I'm gonna call that for today. Just getting it to the point where it's deleting. Yeah, because it's the first day back. I'm gonna put in some work this week and hopefully get some of these things sorted out. Starting with this, putting this in the sticky. So resuming existing pods. Why isn't okay? That's it for me. Friday. I'm gonna see you guys next Sunday, and then in a couple of weeks, maybe I'll do it twice a week. Okay, see you in